Yeah. Welcome to a fresh new episode of the Fitness Avengers, where we fight fat, frustration, and fitness fakes. I'm your host, Tony Ariola, NASM Master Trainer with TotalBodyProject.com, and I'm on a personal mission to simplify fitness for you. Yeah. Was it day question mark? We're still in quarantine, and it's pretty depressing times. I don't know what month it is, what day it is, anything is. And the way the world's working out right now, it's really hard to stay motivated. Initially, last week I said I was going to talk about exercise, but actually, something happened this last week that made me change the topic. And I really wanted to reach out to you to help you as much as possible. Because don't you ever wonder why some people always seem so motivated, so like empowered, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Don't you hate those people? I know I hate those people too. But how do they do that? Well, today I'm gonna tell you exactly what they do. Now we thank you for everyone that commented last week. Just remember use the hashtag um, Mighty Muscle for a chance to win prizes, coaching call with myself, that where we're going to walk you through everything that you want to talk about fitness. So comment Mighty Muscle whenever you see something cool. Hit the like, hit the love, or the new little huggy heart guy. That guy's kind of cool too. But so why I changed my mind to do this show as opposed to an exercise show? Well, on Tuesday, I was having another good day. I had my streak of 135 perfect days in a row, which is a pretty good streak. But I got an email from Ironman canceling my race. So obviously that's instant, instant sad mode. Courtney and I had signed up. It was going to be my return to Ironman. Have been swimming for a long time, but it got canceled. And I think when I saw that the race, I was kind of optimistic that we were going to still race because it was in the end of July. But once I found out that the race was not happening, I really suffered and kind of like an emotional. I think I was sad. I think I was sad. So I was just kind of laying down and I didn't really want to train or do anything. So I want to share with you how exactly what I did to help get myself up. And I'm not all the way out of there, but these are tips and fitness hacks that you can use, especially now with the way things are, to get yourself up and master and get a little bit more motivation to succeed in not only your fitness goals, but in your life goals as well. So I'm going to be covering moods, instant gratification versus long-term results, habits. Also, I have a special client success story, which I think you like. Hi, Diana. I'm having my Ask the Trainer segment where people phone in. Some people phone in or page on their pagers, or send me a DM their question, answer that, and then we'll have our giveaway. So let's get into it. So fitness and health. Why is it so hard? Why can't fitness, if it's so powerful and exercise is so beneficial, why is it so hard? It's not easy and it's not fun, and it's gonna be a slow process. And no matter what, it's always gonna be hard. I guess I wish fitness was easy. I wish that we can just push a button or there was an app for that and you can do it on autopilot. But it turns out fitness is difficult and it's a really slow process. So the first thing to really help you wrap your head around this is, do you want to switch that mentality when you think about fitness from days and weeks into months and years? So if you can make the jump from days and weeks to months and years, then you're going to be better off, especially when you start. Because if you think about the last 5 or 10 years, how many times you actually worked out and how many times you wish you would have worked out, those things might be different. But the first mentality, mind shift that you want to make is go from days and weeks to months and years. What's your body going to look like in a year from now, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? I'm actually 67 years old. I mean, you can't tell that. I look great. I still get carded, which is awesome. But one day when I'm like 68, I might not look this good anymore. And then what? But I know that fitness is hard. It's always going to be hard. But it's something that's worth it, and it's going to give you a lot more return in the long run. But you get up in the morning and you turn on the news and the world's falling apart, right? There's protests everywhere. This quarantine thing is like, it's a civil war. It's just, it's crazy. The beaches are crowded. I don't know what's going on, and you don't know when this thing's going to end. They're saying May 15th. It could be end of the month or never. There's a research. There's a lot of anxiety in the world, and the problem with this is that when you get up and you don't take control of your mood right away, you're going to be very reactive to the world, right? There's a difference between being proactive and being reactive. Now, if you don't want to fall victim to that, you don't want to fall victim to those feelings and those kinds of moods, then you want to get up and you want to get up and write in your journal. Oh, here's my journal. What? Yay. Can you see it? Okay, cool. So you get up in the morning, and you write with intent what you're grateful for, what would make today great. Simple things to get you in the right mood, the right mindset. Once you get in the right mood, it's going to be a lot easier to get motivated to go work out. So the first thing is get yourself in the right mood. If you fall victim to your feelings, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be an uphill battle. But know that every morning is a chance to get out there and be proactive, not reactive. Happen to the world. Don't let the world happen to you. Now, another problem with fitness and why it's so hard to get motivated is that there's instant gratification and delayed gratification. Now, humans have existed for millions of years, and the evolution of humans, we're hardwired for instant gratification. It feels good. Think of it this way. If we're all hunting and foraging for food, you want to get the cherries that are on this side of the mountain because they're cherries, they're there, there's food, and you need that food now. You're not going to think about cherries on the other side of the mountain because they might not be there. So we're hardwired to always want things in the now. Think about everything. We all want things yesterday, right? The problem with that mentality is that in modern life, so think about this, in modern life, delayed gratification has become a lot more valuable. Well, what does that mean? Delayed finances, right? So people that learn to save for retirement, your 401ks, delayed as far as schooling, education. So you go to school for 4 years to get your college degree, right? Delay at work, you work first, then you get paid later. Fitness, you work hard today, tomorrow. If you work hard today, you get tomorrow, you look the same, maybe a little bit worse. You're not going to look much different. So, but if you work out over the years, over the long term, and you have that delayed gratification, you're going to be better off in the long run. So think about that. In modern times, the more gratification you can delay, the better off you're going to be. And fitness is just one of those things that it's only delayed gratification. Your body will only change after, like weeks and months and years of following the diet. It's not going to change after a couple of days. You're not going to build pipes like these in one day. It's just not going to happen. Even if you look in the mirror, even if you do like 10 crunches, it's just not going to happen. So you want to really value delayed gratification. You got to fight those hardwired feelings. Now, this next one, I'm about to go a little meta on you. And this is a hard one for a lot of people to grasp. Who are you? And what does that mean? Well, I'm Tony. Who are you? No, not like that. I mean, like really, like, who are you? What do you identify with? What do you value? Who are you in the inside? And this matters a lot because if you're a person that thinks they're trying to get in shape, then you're never going to be in shape. Now, if you think of yourself as an athlete, as a runner, as a fit, healthy, strong person, then your identity is going to help form your habits and what you do on a daily basis. So let me give you an example. When I started my company, I was an entrepreneur or kind of wannabe entrepreneur. And I was pretty scared because obviously I came from 24-hour fitness where I was making a comfortable income. And then I went to making zero. And making zero is, if you guys have tried to pay your bills with making $0 a month, it's pretty difficult. But I started my journey into entrepreneurship but I felt like an imposter. And so when you feel like an imposter, you don't act like you should. And so it took me a really long time to really finally embrace and learn the fact that once I identified with my new identity, then things became a lot easier. And this is exactly what got me out of my little funk last week, where I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to work out, wanted to eat. I don't like donuts, but I still wanted to eat donuts. And I wanted to just not care about anything fitness related. I chose not to work out. Not I didn't have time. I chose not to do it in spite, only because the only thing that got me back in line was the fact that I remembered who I was, which is I'm Tony Ariola, NASM master trainer. I'm an example. I'm a role model, and I'm here to inspire people. I don't. It's not something that I got to tell myself. I know that's who I am in my core. And then I ask myself, how would this person react? What would that Tony do? Well, that Tony's going to get up. He's going to work out, even if he doesn't feel like it, because he's got people like you, Diana, like you, Nadia, you, Courtney, Jose, Nicole, all you guys that Nick, Gigi, Connor, Stacy, Anna, people that count on me to lead from the front. And that's the only reason that I got up to go work out. So when you're having those days that you're struggling, you don't want to do something, think, what would a fit, healthy person do? Would they work out or would they not work out? And at first you don't have to believe it because you're going to feel like an imposter, right? That's normal. It's called imposter syndrome. And that's okay because you have to know that in the beginning, it's okay not to believe who you are, who you're going to be, because you actually are a result of decisions you made in the past. Let me explain. You are exactly where you're at based on all the decisions that you made before. You're not you now, right? Future you in 6 months is going to be a result of the decisions that you make tomorrow and the 3-4 months leading up to it. So if you want to change, you got to change decisions every single day to keep moving forward. So who you are now is a result of all those previous behaviors. And when you're writing, like writing in your journal, like I'm a fit, healthy, ripped, super talented, fast trainer in your journal, that's who you want to be. And eventually you will believe that and you will become that. And when you can get that new identity, then your world's really going to change for you. But it starts with you. And so we're talking about all these decisions, and whether you're on the good side of the decision making or the bad side of the decision making, that's only a direct consequence of the choices that you made. And I talk about this choice scale: good choices on the right, bad choices on the left. The more good choices you make, you're going to be like pivoting this scale, and you want to tip that scale into a healthy option. The reason I don't blow up and get like super fat is because for the last 10, 12 years, I've been really focused on building those good habits. I don't even have junk food in my house. Now that wasn't by mistake, that was by design, and that didn't happen overnight. We're talking about years. So for you to make those changes, if you look in your fridge right now, look in your pantry right now, is that the pantry? Is that the fridge of a fit and healthy person? Go look. I'll wait. Are you looking? Well, let's pretend you looked, right? Now, is it what a fit and healthy person would have in their fridge? It's a big question. So now you're starting to understand the identity, right? We need to form a new identity of a fit and healthy person. Now, to help catapult that, a lot of people use what I call a bigger burn. Now, a bigger burn is really something I've kind of trademarked and I've talked a lot about over the years. It's finding your deep why, understanding what really moves you. It could be anything from you look in the mirror and there's extra cheese back there and you don't like how it looks. Somebody made a bad comment about you. Maybe you're seeing an ex. You're embarrassed, or somebody made fun of you, or maybe you came back from the doctor and you got high blood pressure, or you're on the verge of being diabetic, or you're full-blown diabetes. Whatever it is, you're going to have to find that ultimate reason to help move you. And this will work in the short term as you start building these habits and start building this new identity, because it can catapult you. Don't believe me? Just pretend like you're gonna be on the beach. I'm filming a photo shoot next week, and I invited you to be in a bikini to come with. Let's see if you don't change your behaviors. I promise you, you will. Everyone does. The problem happens when these goals that we set are done and we finish it, right? We finish the race or we finish getting ready for the pool or whatever. If you never change your identity, you're always going to have struggle, because identity change leads to the other part, which we're going to talk about a little bit, which is the habit formation and the habit change that needs to happen for you to maintain this over your whole life. So now it's time for Emoji Party. Dun, dun, pew, pew. So hit those likes, the loves, the new care, little heart guy. We're celebrating day 1095 of the quarantine. I see Anna jumping on. She's got a little angry face. Don't be mad, Anna. Diana's on board. Hi, Diana. Courtney's on board. Well, Courtney has to be there. I pay her to support me. So, but hit comment Mighty Muscle for a chance to win a coaching call for myself, where we're gonna go over like what your identity really is. So now let's figure out what we can do if we don't have any of that stuff, right? You don't have a new identity. Your bigger burn isn't that big. What can you do that are fitness hacks to get you motivated for that day? So the first thing you want to do is you want to look at your habit formation. If you want to be in shape, you have to have the habits of people that are in shape. All right. It's not really difficult. In order to be in shape, you have to do what in shape people do. So what do in shape people do? They have in shape habits. What are those habits? Well, the first thing is, if you want a good habit, you have to make that good habit really, really easy, right? Really easy. What I mean by that, if you're going to go for a jog, you want to have your shoes ready, your shorts ready. You want to make it easy. If you want the gym to be convenient, right? So if my clients that live here in Astoria can just hit the elevator, boop, yeah, and then train. My clients that are training online can just hit the Zoom, beep, and they're training. You want as little, you want to make it as easy as possible for these good habits to take hold, right? So if you want to eat healthy, nutritious foods, get cut ups of fruits and vegetables, put those fruits in the front of the fridge. Make it easy, right? If you just make it easy, it's so much easier. You want water, right? Have the water bottle with you. Let's practice some good habits right now. I feel so refreshed. But make good habits easy. And the inverse to that is also true. Make bad habits hard. If you know that you struggle with eating chips, don't put the chips in the pantry where you can see them. Like, of course you're gonna have a hard time. Move them to the back, move them under the pantry, move them in the back cupboard. Or if you don't do something really crazy, like, I don't know if I can even tell you guys how crazy this is. Don't buy them. I know it's like, no, my kids, my kids want them. I was like, all right, I'm sure your kids want them. When your kids get jobs, then they can buy them themselves. But for right now, make bad habits hard, right? Make it really difficult for yourself. And if the more difficult the bad habit, the less likely you repeat it and the better off you're going to be. But I can't stress that enough, guys. It's so simple, so powerful, but you want to make these things, make the good habits easy. So maybe think of ways that you can kind of structure that into your day. Another way to get another hack on mastering motivation is to schedule your exercise. When are you going to go work out? Is it scheduled, or is it just something where, well, if I have time, depending on what's going around, if there's a new Netflix show that people are binge watching, then, or I'll just go after. If it's not scheduled, it's not going to get done. So you really want to focus on that schedule. When are you going to work out, and what are you going to be doing for your workouts? Put them in. It doesn't have to be a lot. Once, 2 or 3 times a week. It's probably all that you really need. That's how many times I work out, like maybe 4 or 5 times a week. It's not a lot. It's scheduled. I know where I'm going to work out, and it gets done every week. But think, if you work out once a week, that's 52 week workouts in a year. Twice, you're over at 100. 3 times, you're like 150 for the year. How many of you guys worked out 150 times last year? All right. I know, luckily, the people that are on this, I know are working out a lot, which is why I love you guys and why we get along so good. But I know some of you guys that are on this, or maybe you're don't know who I am. Maybe one of your friends trains with me, or you just jumped on my YouTube channel or IG. Think about how many times you've worked out in the last year, last 2 years, last 5 years. And if you can tip those scales on the other side, we talked about tipping the scales with more workouts, your body's going to change and it's going to be a lot easier. But that workout has to be scheduled. If it's not scheduled, it's not going to happen. So schedule it. We talked about goal setting. Goals are important, but you want to write these goals down. The reason I writing these goals down means so much, and people are like, "Oh, I know my goals. I want to do this and that." You don't really know them until you write them down. The reason it's so powerful when you write them down, because first, you create it in your mind. That's one, right? Second, you write it down, right? So you're physically writing it down, right? That's two. And third, you're reading it, right? So there's three ways that these goals are getting ingrained in your mind, in your subconscious. So what you're going to find is that when you ingrain these goals, you're going to be performing actions that are going to be moving you towards your goal. But I give this advice every year to everybody. I was like, write down your goals, write down your goals, write down your goals. And sadly, only 10% of the people actually do that. But the 10% of the people that do that accomplish more than the other 90% put together. What you're going to find is that your people that are overachievers, or people that are making it happen, are writing down their goals. And it's something so simple, so powerful, yet it's skipped. So do me a favor, write down your goals, and you're going to be better off. And in a year from now, when this quarantine, well, we might still be in the quarantine, when this pandemic is over and you're super fit, you'll be like, oh, you know what? Thanks, T. That was awesome. I wrote down my goals and now I'm super healthy. All right. The next thing, if you're struggling, form an accountability alliance. Who's going to help you? Form your team, right? I have Chewy to help me. But this is the whole thing with the stick story. One stick is easy to break, two is a little bit harder, and three is even much more difficult, right? Break alone or thrive in unity. What you want is people to help hold you accountable. Who's going to be your partner? Is it going to be your significant other? Is it going to be somebody at work? Is it going to be your best friend? Is it going to be me? You can get me to help you. I promise. Of course, I'll hold you accountable. But a lot of your success is from the accountability comes from those people picking you up when you're feeling down or you don't feel like doing something. Those people are there to pick you up, an extra set of eyes. So find people in your life that care about you, that care about your goals, that said, hey, you know what, T, you talked about this being important and you're eating donuts, bro. I'm like, oh no, I did say that. So get people that can help you get your goals. It's going to help you so much in the long run. Now, even with all that said, it's still hard to motivate yourself. And I get that, right? So you want to think of motivation kind of like a shower, right? You need to take a shower every day and you got to get motivated every day. I'm super motivated like 90% of the time, but it's not by accident. I practice getting motivated, getting fired up, and I know I need motivation every day. And I cheat too. The days that I'm not motivated, I'll watch motivational videos. I'll write in my journal. I will write my goals down. I use all these little tricks to help me get over that motivation barrier because I know that's going to waver. We're subject to moods and feelings, and I'm human like everyone else. And so it got highs, you got lows. You just don't know. On those days, you're gonna need help. And today I'm giving you all the tools that you can use to help pick yourself up. Tools that I've used myself, that I use with my clients still, to help pick them up on the days that they feel like they can't do it anymore. Because it's hard. It really is difficult. All right, so now hopefully that stuff all makes sense for you. And somebody that didn't really have to help that much for the motivation, but was really kind of scared to work with me in the beginning was Anna. And Anna is a good story. Melinda, which is my client's sister, warned her about me. She said when she starts with a new trainer, she said, "Ooh, you start with Tony, he's gonna yell at you. he's gonna call you fat." And so Melinda actually scared Anna into not wanting to train with me. Now, I didn't. Of course, I didn't make fun of Anna. I was really compassionate, but the fact that she was trying to like tell her and got her scared made Anna not want to train. Now, if let's think about what would happen if she's listened and she did get scared, then Anna wouldn't have got to the goals that she got. So let's kind of look at Anna's transformation.
So when Anna started, we were kind of in dire straits. She had knee pain, kind of back pain. So we started pretty limited. As soon as we started changing her habits and working slowly but surely, she ended up losing 55 pounds. And we had a birthday party where we celebrated her 50th birthday. And honestly, Anna, it was one of the best moments in my life. I'm really grateful for that chance, for that opportunity, and I'm really proud of your success. And it just shows what can happen when you're willing to take that risk. And I don't care what anyone says. Once you take that jump and you're willing to be a little bit uncomfortable, amazing things can happen.
So thank you, Anna, for allowing me to share your story. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. I got some inspiration from Anna. She kicked some butt. And now let's do. It's time for our giveaway. So thank you for all the 4 people that commented. Let's see who won this week. And Anna won last week. So let's see. Let's make sure we mix it up. Here we go. Make sure I'm not cheating. And the winner is Jim. Jim Daishan. I know I'm butchering your last name, but Jim actually commented on my IGTV. So he's a fellow triathlete. All right, Jim, you won. I will be reaching out to you and we'll do like a Ironman coaching call where we're gonna make you faster, run, swim faster, run, jump higher, all that good stuff. So congrats, Jim. Woohoo! Dun, dun, dun. And our question this week from Ask the Trainer. And it's a question. Oh, it's a pretty popular question. It's what's the best exercise for the abs? First time I've heard this question. No, this is what everyone asks me all the time. Which is the best exercise for the abs? And there's a lot of them. The best exercise actually is the one where you go to the grocery store and you buy fruits and vegetables, and then you eat the fruits and vegetables. That's the best one for your abs. No, but seriously, when you're talking about the best exercise for your abs, most people are talking about how the abs look, and that's all dependent on your diet. Making sure that you get that marshmallow layer, the cheese around the abs, get rid of those guys. That's gonna happen all through diet. But honestly, the best exercise for the actual abs that works the best is the plank. You know, where you like the prone iso abs when you're facing down on the plank. Oh, I should have put a video up there. I'll talk to the producer next time and I'll put like a little video clip of what the prone iso abs look like. I think it might be on the YouTube channel too. But that's actually the best exercise for the abs. But again, that only matters if you get your body fat pretty low that you can actually see the abs. Because the way it works, there's a layer of muscle and a layer of fat. And if you have too much fat on top, you'll never be able to see that muscle. So you can do like 10,000 crunches and have the strongest abs in the world, but has marshmallow layer on top of it. You're not going to be able to see nothing, nada, zilch. It's going to feel like cheese. Thank you guys. We had a ton of requests for our Facebook group last week. The Fitness Avengers is growing and we're growing strong. So make sure that you comment below and join the group, guys. There's about 140 of us there. And again, we're just there promoting each other, helping each other, especially during this quarantine time where things are just chaotic. Again, I said I wanted to do it on exercise this week, but I really felt that it was important to change my message this week and to really try to help and reach out and to let you know that motivation and the willingness to work out is something that that we all struggle with. And right now with the world in topsy-turvy, it's difficult to think about long-term results. Like I don't even know when they're going to let us outside anymore. So the motivation to work out is difficult. Another fitness hack that I failed to realize to explain was that you can actually use fitness as a instant gratification hack. What I mean by that is if you're not feeling good, guys, you feel crummy, like bummed out, sad, anxious about the world, you're only one good workout away from a good mood. And you owe it to yourself to get out there, run, work out, do something, move your body. You're going to feel better. Smile, work out, you're generally going to feel better. And even when we're on day whatever of this quarantine, you don't want to waste any days because you don't get any extra ones. So don't just keep checking off the days until they release us. Make sure you put value and you put impact. You spend time with your loved ones that you enjoy and make the most out of every single day, because we don't know how many we get. So I really hope that this video helps you a lot. Thank you so much for everybody that's taking the time to reach out and to watch the video. You are the reason I exist. I care about you. I love you all. Please stay safe during these crazy times. I know that at any time you can reach out to me and I'll help you. I promise. And this is Tony Ariola, NASM Master Trainer, signing out. I'll see you on the skinny side. Cue the music. Do we got music? Yeah. Goodbye. Oh, what happened to the thing?